What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Skeleton Closet, where we talk celebrity news and hot topics. My name is JT, in case you are new here. Today, we're going to be talking about Ebony Williams appearing on TheView, as well as Lizzo, the controversial Lizzo, as well as Jussie Smollett. So let's get right into the video.
I'm going to just run down my shout-outs.
On today's episode of TheView, Ebony K. Williams appeared, and she is the very first Black woman to be on the cast of Real Housewives of New York. Ebony's political affiliation is still yet to be determined. I believe she may be an independent, more so leaning on the Democratic side, but she has been known to appear on Fox News from time to time. Ebony appeared on the show today, and she talked about women's role in reality TV and how impactful Black women have been to the genre of reality television itself. So let's just take a look at what she had to say about that specifically. The ladies didn't really touch on too many things as far as hot topics and as far as politics today. So let's just see what she had to say about Black women's role in reality TV.
And joining us as guest co-host, please welcome lawyer and Real Housewife of New York, Ms. Ebony K. Williams. Ebony, you were recently quoted in the Washington Post article that asked the question, what reality TV owes Black women, especially since so much of it relies on stereotypical tropes. Now, you are the first real Black. I guess they couldn't find any Black women in New York for years. But you are the first one. Yeah. And what made you decide to do this?
I get that asked a lot, Whoopi, because it seems so kind of counterintuitive that a medium, a genre like reality TV, as you say, that really kind of plays up the stereotypes and the tropes. Why would one voluntarily go on such platform? The reason, though, is because I think that reality TV owes everything to Black women. Yeah. I think it's built on the backs of Black women. And I think that Black women actually have so much to gain from the medium if used properly, right? So I think that for better or worse, there is nothing like the impact of reality television. I think we all thought it was going to be a hit it and quit it thing, like maybe 15 years ago. We're on 13 seasons of New York, 15 seasons, 16 seasons of Orange County. It's not going anywhere. So if you can't beat them, maybe it's time to join them.
But when you say that was on the backs of, you mean the Black women watched them a lot?
Watched them a lot, Joy, and some of the most iconic moments on these reality TV shows, Real Housewives of Atlanta, from NeNe Leakes, from these icons.
That's right.
And I do think that it has been an opportunity to show a different kind of Black womanhood. I think Black women are some of the most misunderstood demographics in our nation, and to be able to represent the kinds of Black women that I know, the kinds of Black women that I'm in sorority with, the kinds of Black women I went to school with, it's been an honor.
Now, the Washington Post article that they are referring to is titled, "What Does Reality TV Owe Black Women?" It is written by Bethany Butler and Emily Yar. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. Excuse me if I am wrong. And the graphics in the headline highlight a number of women who have either done or said some controversial things in reality TV and made their mark as Black women in reality TV itself. It highlights Tammy Roman as well as Giselle from The Real Housewives of Potomac, a personal favorite of mine, as well as a star from Dance Moms and Married to Medicine and some other shows that have been in the reality TV spectrum. Ebony Williams does give a quote to the article, and this is what she had to say. She says, "When you are at the very bottom of a societal order and you still put yourself, as I have done and many others greater than me, before me have done, to be a part of the enormous vulnerability and scrutiny of examination and critique in the world, I think you have to honor that with an enormous amount of gratitude." So basically, she's just saying that, yes, we have made this monumental mark on reality TV, and she is more than grateful for having the opportunity to do so, especially as being the very first Black woman to be a cast member, not just a friend, but a housewife of Real Housewives of New York. So that is monumental for her, and that is really, really big. And also, it just makes you wonder, like, what made her stand apart from all of the other women? And of course, they had to know that there are Black women in New York City, but what made her stand aside from everyone else to make her be the first? How did she stand out from all of the others? And I think just watching her on the show today highlights what makes her so important. She's a very well-spoken woman and seems to be very educated as well. I haven't watched much of The Real Housewives of New York, but just from watching her on TheView today, she seems like she is a very eloquent speaking woman, and her look today was absolutely stunning. the yellow, her hair, she looked absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to see what she has to say tomorrow. Hopefully the ladies are able to talk about more hard-hitting topics and not just, something soft. I really want to know what her political standing is on a lot of different topics and how she can speak to them. But just speaking on today, it seemed to me that she wasn't as aligned with the other ladies as I had thought that she would be. I thought that she would be more, agreeing with the other ladies on a lot of different topics. But most of the time today, she was still providing that opposing view or that devil advocate side where she wasn't always agreeing with what the other ladies had to say. So that was nice to still have, an opposing view or someone there playing devil's advocate. Now, moving on from The View, we are going to talk about something a little bit different today. I know that the people that usually watch this channel are avid View watchers and they absolutely love the show. But there are some other things that I want to talk about because I've been talking about this with my friends for quite some time now. So I want to chat about it with you all as well. And that is Lizzo. Lizzo is an American singer. For those of you who do not know, she sings a song titled Rumors with Cardi B that absolutely flopped, as well as Truth Hurts, which is her more monumental or more groundbreaking song, and it also went #1. Personally, I am not a huge fan of Lizzo, so I feel like I can provide a opinion or commentary on this particular topic that possibly might be a little unbiased, but also biased at the same time because I'm not a fan of her. So I'm not blinded by love of her, if you will. So I can speak about this and hopefully not come across as being, fat phobic or anything like that. Because it seems like most of the time when people talk about Lizzo, they are targeted as someone who is fat phobic, body shaming, all of those things. But I want to take the conversation away from her body and just focus on her antics and her personality as a whole. Lizzo recently appeared or was invited to Cardi B's birthday party. She dressed in this outfit, which is very revealing. And honestly, I have no problem with the outfit. Rihanna wore an outfit similar to this. Previously, she wore it to the CFDA Awards. She was sitting and speaking with Anna Wintour and a lot of different hard-hitting people in the fashion industry. So the outfit itself doesn't necessarily bother me. What bothers me is Lizzo's antics that come after people mention what happens around Lizzo and the antics that she does. People have this problem where celebrities seem to want to create outrage around their personality or their brand, and then they get upset when people are outraged about their personality or their brand, and then they want to have sympathy for it. And I say that because Lizzo continuously stays in the media for doing these antics or having outrageous outbursts or outrageous outfits. Even though most of the time the coverage of her weight or her body is what makes her upset, and then she goes on her social media platforms and is outraged about it. But again, honestly, for me, the issue is not her weight. Yes, most of the time she is wearing revealing outfits, revealing clothing, but who isn't nowadays? A lot of celebrities are wearing revealing clothing, especially in today's society where everything is revolved around Instagram and photos and videos and things like that, where people are constantly consuming social media and they are always showing their bodies. So what I want to talk about is what happens after Lizzo does these type of things. It's usually a buildup. Like there's this buildup where she wants to create body positivity, then she does whatever she does and she wears this outfit, and then people are upset about it or they have things to say. Most of the time, a lot of the comments that I have seen about Lizzo and her body or her outfits or the way that she promotes herself is usually positive. There are always going to be people that have something to say about you, the way that you look, the way that you dress. That's just the way it goes. Especially if you're a celebrity, people are going to comment about it. They talked about Jesus Christ. So I think it's kind of arrogant of her to assume that people aren't going to talk about her as well. Because if they talked about Jesus Christ, baby girl, I can promise you they're going to talk about you. So it's usually the antic where she goes out and she does all these outrageous things. And then there's the rant, there's the whine, there's the cry. And then people are like, girl, why are you crying when you were just doing the complete opposite? Like, it's giving you want sympathy and you want people to feel sorry for you. And I just cannot get behind it. And I can't even say that it's sympathy and payola. Shout out to Nicki Minaj because she definitely coined that term. It's not giving payola because all of the projects after Truth Hurts have flopped. Rumors featuring Cardi B has flopped. Her song is no longer on the Hot 100. Nobody's talking about it. It's not on the radio. So sis, what are you doing? People are talking about you for the wrong reasons. If I was your manager or if I was in charge of your A&R, if I was your person at the label, I would be telling you, stop doing what you're doing. Focus on music and let people fall in love with your music and not fall in hate with your personality or the antics that you do. Because I feel like most of the time that you do this, you're losing more fans than you're gaining. And you don't want that. You want to sell music and you want to be a musician and an artist. So why not sell your music, make better music, so that people can like your music instead of hating your personality. And I say that to say that most people haven't heard a Lizzo song, but I can promise you most people have seen at least one of her ass cheeks. So what does that tell you? Her behavior is just outrageous. Just take a look at what she did today on TikTok, and she posted this video titled or captioned "Morning Poop Vibes." And I, for the life of me, cannot understand why someone would get on TikTok, make a video of them sitting on the toilet doing the number 2. I just cannot understand that for the life of me, and it's just outrageous. It's disgusting, and that would be the case no matter what the person's size is. And these new antics take it way farther than anywhere that she's gone before. And for what it's worth, I have to say that she is getting the attention that she is so desperately craving. But I, again, would just ask her, why not just try and get the attention for your music instead of your antics? But maybe that is her hope. Maybe she's hoping that people will just listen to her music and want to find out more about her, and they'll go to Instagram or iTunes or Spotify or Pandora and type in Lizzo to stream her music. But I think people are having the opposite effect. People are possibly muting her on Instagram, muting her on Twitter and TikTok, and like, girl, I don't want to listen to none of your music because you're doing the most. So that's all I have to say about Lizzo. I hope baby girl gets it together because she is a black woman, and I'm all here for black women being successful in music. But these antics, these outrageous situations that you're continuously doing is not helping your case with me or with people that listen to music, because it shows in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, and your numbers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay? You're getting all of these streams on TikTok and Instagram, but your streams are not aligning with that. So which one do you want? Do you just want to be somebody that is popping on Instagram and TikTok, or do you want to be a musician and an artist? The choice is yours. All right, and moving on from Lizzo, we got to talk about Jussie Smollett. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Jussie Smollett tried to get his case dismissed after allegedly falsifying police reports and filing a police report where he said that he was the victim of a racist and homophobic attack in downtown Chicago in January 2019. But the judge says, we not having it. You could possibly be charged. You could possibly do jail time. Whether or not that is the case, we're just going to have to wait until next month, because the judge has decided that they are going to hear the case, and they're going to find out whether or not he will be charged with disorderly conduct over the police reports, as well as, I believe, falsifying a police report and a statement, as well as some other things. So we'll just have to wait and see. Personally, I think that there are some bigger things that we need to be focusing on. Maybe Jussie was just going through something in the moment. I don't really know what the case is, but it was said at the time that the 2 guys that attacked him was hired by him. Incident never happened. And it's just a lot of he said, she said. So possibly this case will get down to the bottom of that. I really, really hope that he doesn't serve jail time, because I really feel like it's just petty at this point. And if he was attacked, that needs to be taken care of as well. Whoever attacked him needs to be held accountable, and there needs to be justice for that. So let me know what you guys think about Lizzo and her antics, Jussie Smollett possibly serving jail time, as well as Ebony Williams on TheView. Did you enjoy her being on TheView today? And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button so that I can know how you felt about today's video. As well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join us in the closet and become part of the family. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.